potatoes. Welcome back to another pick a card reading. Today's reading is a love reading. So whatever is going on in your love life, this reading is just for you. So we have 3 cards to choose from here. We've got card number 1, You Got the Love. There's lots of faces in that. Card number 2, Karmic Relationships. Card number 3, Messenger. I will give you a moment to go ahead and choose. Hello, pile number 1. Or card number 1. Why do I say pile? It's not a pile. It's one single card. And this is your reading for just general love in all places. And you chose You Got the Love. And it is Hadarian energy, codependency, boundaries. And Hadarian energy it's a starseed. And so you very much could be a starseed right away. Yeah, just very that specific starseed is one that is really aligned with love. And it's very interesting. This is a love reading, and these are all just random cards that get, as I shuffle, they pop out. So it's very interesting. This is very much the energy of somebody that loves to be in a relationship. They just love love. And one of the biggest mottos of a Hadarian is all you need is love. All you need is love. Love is all you need. Yeah, so but also with that, it's great. It's a great energy, and I think that's very much like needed on our planet, and I think that's why you have come, is to give so much love and that energy. But it also has there's a bad side to it, because there's a lot, but see, I don't know though, because I think the people that are hurting the most, if you're giving them love, and not that you should ever stay within a relationship with someone that is hurting you, but you may find yourself in relationships with people that tend to be narcissistic, more on, in a kind of a lower frequency, that sort of suck off of you a little bit and take that love of yours, because you have so much of it to give. And I wonder if that is kind of what you feel most in alignment with anyways. And it is what our world needs, but you should never stay within something that is toxic. Give love, but also take care of yourself first. So it could also create, like it says here, codependency, issues with codependency with your desire, so your love for love so much, it can create relationships with people that it's just kind of all consuming a little bit. You just feel too entangled. You need a separateness too. You can't just be always so, it just can't be all about love. There's other things in life too. And the love is the core of things, but also love is, it's not all just the mushy gushy and becoming one with another. There's other aspects of love too. So let's pull, you know what I want? I never pull these. I want to pull a couple. Let me just cut this and shuffle from these tea leaf. I just got these months ago, but I just haven't used them. So let's see what else Spirit wants to say. Spear. Heartache over what you no longer have. So you very much could be going through some type of breakup in the past, or the more recent past, or someone will gossip about all your secrets. So pull a couple tarot cards with this. Page of Swords. Something about... These are flying out all over the place. Actually, why don't I use my space efficiently here? There we go. Okay, so it looks like definitely some type of heartache over someone, and they could possibly be saying some things about you that you're either hearing about, maybe with mutual friends, and you feel very like they're giving the wrong side of this. Well, I mean, there's two sides, basically two sides to every story. And you feel what they're telling others, or maybe you don't even know what they're telling others. It could be that this is very much, you don't know what's going on, but if you do know what's going on, you're feeling as though it's really unfair that people are hearing things that aren't quite the truth. So whoever this person is I mean, obviously they have their side of the story. It doesn't necessarily mean it's true or not true, but for them it might feel true. But for you, it feels really unfair. And you feel very much, and it's like, you feel as though it's private too. Like there's no need to be telling people this. There's this, and now that it has been told, if you know about it, you feel like you want to write that, rewrite it, basically cut, tell people the truth of it, tell people what's really going on, and because you're feeling very much, judged by that, like that, or that you could potentially be judged by that, like what people think. You're worrying about what people are going to think of you, based on what this person is saying. Interesting. So let's pull some of these here. Tell me more about this, Spirit. What is going on here? So, is this... Oh, this is upside down. Okay, so you might be focusing... I'm not focusing. I'm just feeling trapped in these, like, but the good times. Yeah. I feel like you do have these, like, really beautiful memories. Like, there are these really, like, good times. So it's making you feel like you want to work through whatever's gone wrong here, that maybe things could be different. If both of you put in the effort towards it, maybe you can have a new start. That's at least how you're feeling here. All right, what else there's a couple more cards here. Where do these want to go? Right here. There's definitely a need to get back to life, to get back to you, to start doing the things that you like to do. I say this in a lot of my readings, is to put a focus on yourself, but that is really true, is to do the things that you love, the things that you care, like that bring you enjoyment. Stop worrying about what this person is saying, because if they're saying bad, hurtful things, it could be even too that they have just said hurtful. Maybe this relationship still is going and they've said hurtful things and you feel like it's not okay, what they're saying is not true, that maybe there's been some type of fight, and that's for some. This is the general read, so I try to reach many different situations. But I do see you, like, being caught up in, like, we have all these good memories, and maybe you have a lot of history. Maybe you've been together for a while. And so you feel sort of like stuck in that, in the good times, and focusing in on the good times. And I do see, let's see here. What do we want to, let's pull another tea leaf. I'll pull from the bottom, this on the other side. This death and rebirth. I'm wondering if it could, if you just worry about yourself, that this, if you're wanting this to family matters, seahorse, yeah, just, I think that family matters, and also like, I'm trying to think of like, so the seahorse father, he's the one that nurtures the children, the little baby seahorse. And so I wonder if there's a need to let this person see like, just as much as you're stuck in these, like, the good times and like wanting to work things out, and give this person the opportunity to do that. See, it seems like you're trying, because I love love so much that I'll do anything for this relationship. I really, like, I focus on all of the good things, and I try to make this work no matter what. And give the opportunity to that person to show that to you. Give that person, that chance to do that for you, because it looks like you do that, and they need that to show you that, to show you how loved you are. You need, it seems like it's kind of one-sided a little bit. And so the death and rebirth, it's like to let die what is currently existing within this relationship, and to try something new, to allow something new, because it looks like this has been the same, and now it's time to let this person put in some more effort. Do you see what I'm saying here? To take care of you, to love on, what is this? The father seahorse, that's love, taking the child in and nurturing. Let them nurture you. Let's pull a couple more cards here. No, let's pull from this deck. But yeah, it could change if you allow it, but then also it might not. All situations are very different. And sometimes a karmic cycle is just over. If you give somebody the opportunity to mirror back to you what you're, mirroring to them in regards to love and devotion, and if they don't show you that, then that means that it doesn't mean anything. It's your choice ultimately. So you really have to take a look at that. Do I want something mirrored back to me over and over that's not a mirror? It's not mirroring back. Do I want the complete opposite of what I'm giving somebody, basically? All right, so let's see. 5 of Swords. I'm running out of room. Let's put those over there. Five of Swords. Lots of fighting. Back on this side again. The fighting, not seeing eye to eye. Just a heavy weight to carry. So this burden here, burden there, and who's carrying the load here? if it's them, then maybe it's you that needs to make the adjustment. But if it's you, you'll know right away, and you go, the answer will be clear here. But it does look like there's a lot of disagreement, just people going to separate rooms and not even talking, not seeing eye to eye at all. And it's almost kind of like some power plays like coming into effect, where somebody doesn't even want to admit when they're wrong, and refusing to admit when they're wrong. But what ends up happening within the relationship is that both of you are just equally injured here. I think one person more so than the other, it looks like, but I mean, both are, it seems like you both are just fighting, disagreeing, but it does look like there's like good memories too. And yeah. All right. So let's pull from, let's get some just general positive vibes here. I am kind and loving toward others while creating clear boundaries. Wow, boundaries. That was our first card here, the codependency, boundaries. I didn't even hit on boundaries too. If somebody's crossing your boundaries, take every single time somebody crosses your boundaries as an opportunity to reinstate them. And if ultimately they decide to keep doing it, put a number on it. How many times can somebody cross my boundaries, and stick to that rule? And if somebody crosses your boundaries over and over and over again, and it's past that number, then that's when you have to make moves to do what you need to do to not allow that to happen anymore, which can mean walking away. All right, so I am kind and loving towards others while creating clear boundaries that protect my good feeling emotions. So very much in need to not let love take you for a ride and tell you that you stay no matter what, and that all there is love. You do need to create healthy boundaries with someone. It's all part. You can't just like give your kid cookies all day long. There's healthy parts of life, like, yeah, that they'll feel good. They're gonna feel good if you give them cookies all day long, as far as like being happy, but ultimately that's not healthy. It's not healthy to just give and give and give and give. You got to create rules for your life and for the people that are within it, because that's just part of it. It's part of life. And I know it's hard to do. It's easier said than done. But if you have issues with creating boundaries from the past, look into that, because that's a good place to start, is the root of something. And see where that root leads you. See what that root is planted in. That's where all the work should be done, is where these issues with boundaries stem from. And trust me, it helps. You'll be able to undo that. I wanted more cards. Let me pull. Sorry, I had thrown a bunch of my cards over here today. Let's pull from. Darn it, I'm losing all my cards today. Sorry. I've got so much. I'm making my own wedding dress. If you want to look up the wedding dress I'm recreating, it's pretty crazy. It's the Fern dress by Oscar de la Renta. And I've spent maybe like already 5 months on this thing. And so my whole room is just covered in I'm also making my fiance's vest. So there's just all these projects going on just everywhere. So my whole table has giant like crinoline on it, and it's hard to find anything. All right, Spirit, back to pile number 1. Sorry there. Interruption. I am a light in the world. Light worker. Back to the star seed. I guess Spirit really wants me to come back to that because you did come here for a specific mission. You came here to create light in the world, to create happy, good feelings for people. I know that sounds so like the easiest way of putting it. I think that people, when they talk about like star seeds, they get so caught up in like a mission, the mission, and really like the mission is just to like not make people happy, because you can get caught up in like, I need to just make everyone happy no matter what. But it's just always choosing in the highest how can I put this without I'm trying not to create any chains here in your mind of like, because boundaries and like healthy ideas about how much love you do give, because love is unconditional, but it also, you don't have to you have to love yourself too. That's priority number one, is to take care of yourself, because you put your own mask on before you can help others. So an example would be if you're at the store, and I know this is like such a common one you hear about, where the person in front of you doesn't have enough money to pay for their groceries or whatever, and you don't even have enough to pay for your groceries, or you really just don't, you have money but you just don't have like a whole lot. Don't be paying for people's groceries if you don't have for yourself. You need to give for yourself first, take care of you first, and then you can take care of others. But if by all like that's what I mean about like the light worker aspect of it, is creating like these ripple effects of happiness in other people's life. Because if you have like so much money in your bank and endless amounts of funds to give, and that you have more than enough to give, and somebody in front of you is like short $5 on can't afford this groceries, and you're like, I can do this, like let me take care of this, that sends out this little ripple of happiness, and then that person walks away happy, and then they spread that happiness is this ripple effect. So if you have any opportunity in your life that presents itself to, and it doesn't even have to be monetary, it's not that at all, it's just, if you are totally fine in the moment that you are in, and are capable of passing on something, giving something of yourself, whether it be your time or your words, or, like you see somebody and they look sad and you ask them if they're okay, that's a ripple effect. That's a ripple. It doesn't have to cost you anything. So, yeah, and Spirit really wants me to nudge into that coming back to it all. It doesn't mean that it's all about a relationship with one person. I do think there's this focus on that's where I need to give all my love. And I think the Hadarian starseed tends to get lost in, that's why they have so many relationships. They're just going through relationship after relationship, and they don't work out, and because it's not balanced. And so I think what you're trying to do is fulfill this mission, which I hate the word mission. It seems so like sci-fi movie, but you know what I mean. You feel this inner need to love, and it doesn't have to be just this like a person, like a romantic relationship. It's just in general. It's everybody. It's to love everybody and to create those ripple effects in everybody's life. So just as much as she's like playing her drum and her music, that's what you need to do. You need to play the music of love for everyone and spread that love everywhere. And then you'll feel less caught up and like so focused on a relationship and loving so hard in a relationship, because you'll be spreading that huge amount of love that you have amongst everyone. And trust me that you'll know when you're in the flow state of that, when you're feeling like everything, you'll feel it. You'll feel everything is right. Oh man, I'm in alignment. I'm in that it's a flow state. You just really feel like life is flowing. And it's when things are unbalanced, it's because you have such a huge, like overflowing cup of love, and you're just like giving it to just one person, or one relationship, and just dumping all your love into a relationship. It's probably doesn't feel right. Your life feels a little imbalanced, and it's because you're supposed to, it's not a cup of love to dump into one, it's a cup of love to like spray, splatter, shot, like get a I'm getting images of like a squirt gun, you know, like you're supposed to spread that love everywhere. Anyways, let's pull one last angel card. This reading went a little longer than I thought it would. That's all right. I had a lot coming through today. Where do we want that? Right there. So beautiful. Compassion. Archangel Zadkiel. Soften your heart with respect to this situation and all the people involved, including yourself. Yeah, going back to, and yeah, like that's what I mean is too, I say this so often, is that you don't have to be angry at somebody because like things aren't going wrong, or things aren't going wrong, things aren't going right, or are going wrong. There's definitely a miscommunication here. The words are being misconstrued. You're like, people aren't understanding your words here. Like there's fighting here because of miscommunication. But yeah, you don't have to be angry if this is somebody's hurt you and there's been bad words said. You don't have to be angry at them. That is the worst. Anger is just never the answer for any situation. Just always stay soft, always be loving, always be kind, but also do that for yourself. Including yourself is the biggest thing there, is to show compassion for yourself and take into account what it is that you want for you. Like I said, give that opportunity for that person to show you something. And if they don't, it's up to you what to do from there. Because if you give that person the opportunity to show you something and they don't, that's a choice you need to make after that. Because if if they fail, then there's really nothing left to do. And it would be your choice if you're miserable, that would be a choice after that. You're choosing to stay within something that doesn't feel right. All right, pile number 1. I hope that all resonated. If it did not, please pick another pile. If you could please like this video and subscribe to my channel, it would really help me grow. And I hope to see you on a future reading. Hope you have a beautiful day. Bye. Hello, card number 2. This is your love reading, just general love reading. And you chose karmic relationships. Orion energy, polarity, soul growth, conflict. So, right away, I'm picking up on 2 people separated by either land or even just energetically. And it could be that you don't even know this person yet. But let's see here. Let me pull some other cards before I actually make that judgment. But both people look very shaded, like darkened here. So I'm wondering if you do not know, in need of help, assistance, and guidance. Oh, Fox really wants to. Sorry, that fox came out the first time and I wasn't sure. Okay. Let's pull a couple of these to go with it. Shrewdness. Fox, shrewdness, and resourcefulness, especially in business. Okay, there's lots of hands here. There's lots of hands here. Let me take a moment. Okay. there's lots of, I feel like there's almost the universe sort of like trying to reach in and offer you someone or something. I don't know if you've been seeking someone, some type of karmic love, like this ultimate love or something, but it's almost as if you're not seeing it or you're not able to see it. Especially too, this like energetic, like you're too caught up in the material world. You're way too caught up in the material world to see this. And I almost wonder if you're like too involved in like yeah, the material world, like your work and your, you know, building your career and getting set up financially for, you know, for life. And I see this hand is so shriveled and alone, and it's just so sad. I don't know. There's so many hands in this. Oh, I just didn't even realize I need to plug in my computer. Actually, all right. Sorry for that interruption. So yeah, in this hand just kind of looks. There's this sense of like sadness and reaching out and wanting someone to love, a partner in life. And I do see that for you. And there's a sort of like energetic thing going on. There's a difference between your energy and the energy to call this person in. And Spirit really wants to convey to you, to get in alignment with this person, a really great partner, somebody that is just wonderful and amazing, and you guys align in everything. And I think you're very separated by worlds right now. Like this is your world is so different than their world, and so they don't fit into your world right now. And this could be somebody you know already, and maybe you already are currently in a relationship with someone, but maybe there's more, you're not putting enough focus on the relationship you're focusing on, and so there needs to be like a redirect. But this is a general read, so this reaches so many different people. But that's one potential for some, is that it's very possible that you're not putting enough focus in on your relationship that you currently have, and that person is feeling that. Well, let's see what else here. Pull from this deck now. Knight of Wands, and what else do you want to say here, Spirit? Stay still. Okay, so definitely seeing again this this disconnect of I get very protective vibes too. And it could just be that your life isn't so set up for someone, and that could be the blockage here. But also it could be that you are very protective over your heart, and that is creating an energetic, this is for some, this energetic thing, blockage to someone coming in. And you really need to you have to, with love, you have to be like open to jump. You know, you have to be like, love is a leap. That's one of what they say, right? Love is a leap, and you don't know where it will lead. There's no guarantee if you fall in love with somebody that they're going to be gentle with your heart. That is, it's a potential with anything you do in life, is that it's going to disappoint you, it's going to hurt you. But it doesn't mean that we just stay in our house and don't move and do that. What's that scene, the guy in the movie, Will Ferrell, when he played that guy that in the story, and he tried to stay still in his house and life came to find him or whatever, but it's like you can't live your life like that. That's not any way to live. And so Spirit really wants me to convey to you is to I see this wound here too, this wound that you could potentially be carrying around, that you have used to define yourself as a person, that you even have created like this beast creature, this hardened version of yourself because of it, that comes out, that's what people see, that it's their first impression of you is this like potentially ready to fight and like very armored, like protective energy, and it's blocking a lot of different things, not just relationships with a romantic partner, but other relationships as well. And Spirit really wants to convey to you that you can let down that armor and you can be open to love, and love will come in. And it's, yes, not a guarantee that it won't hurt you, but we shouldn't live our lives from a place of fear because just as important as love is in life and all the lessons that come with that, but all the endless lessons that come from being hurt. And look at how much, take your biggest pain in life, and would you change it? I know some people probably would. But a lot of people take their biggest pain and transmute it and make it into something that not defines them, but forms them in a way of who they are. And I think that, I mean, honestly, like we never really are. We are just a collection of the things that have happened to us, but that's also a choice as well, as far as like who you want to be. But a lot of people take their biggest pain and go, this has shaped me and made me into a stronger person. Not strong, like you don't have to be strong, and there's a gentle way to be strong too. You don't have to be like protective and on guard and like, but because that's the backwards way of like living within fear and stuff. But when you take your pains in life and use them as a way to make you stronger and go, wow, I went through that. I can't believe I got through that. That's what Spirit wants to convey, is to take them and use them in a positive way and not a negative way that blocks you from really beautiful things coming in. All right, let's pull from this deck. What else, Spirit? So we have Ace of Pentacles, something new wanting to come. There's that ship too. Look at that ship in this image, and that ship coming in when you open yourself up and you're ready to leap. You're ready to, who knows where the ocean will carry you. The ocean is absolutely terrifying, if you ask me. That is my biggest fear. I must have drowned in another life or something. I must have been a ship captain, because the ocean absolutely terrifies me. Any large body of water or fast moving water. Yet I do whitewater rafting, and I'm about to go on a trip this weekend with class 4s. So, go figure. Facing your fears though. You can't live in fear. All right, sorry. But yes, your ship coming in, and how does that ship come in? You have to crack that shell that you have formed around yourself. You no longer need it. That shell was only meant to grow you for a moment. Like what is an egg? It's a protective layer the embryo can grow into form. And so now you are done. You have grown into form, and now it's time for that egg to crack and all the beautiful things to emerge from it. And let your ship, another hand coming in too, an offer. These hands always coming in to offer. It looks like spirit and the universe they're like very insistent on wanting something better and bigger for you in love. And very, very insistent. 3 of Pentacles and the Empress. Just working on the foundation of you, and the growing of you from a place of love rather than fear. If you're so after that egg hatches, then the growth, the building, working on the foundation, the building of you and who you want to be, as opposed to what life has transformed you into, where you might have just felt taken away by based on your past experience. Don't let that just shape you mindlessly, like where you're just on autopilot and being carried away by life. But you can also make a choice of how things are going to shape you, who you want to be, and to work on doing that from doing it differently, because there are so many beautiful, wonderful things. And also there's this too, that armor, you can let yourself be exposed, but also you can have the armor, and that can happen in like baby steps too. You don't have to just let like everything in at once. That doesn't mean just stop being watchful, or it can happen at whatever pace you need that to happen. But spirit, and also to wear that armor in a beautiful way. It was never whatever experiences you have been through in the past were never meant to turn you into a hardened beast creature that's like, get away from me, nah, no one's gonna ever hurt me, get out of here. It was never meant to do that. It was meant for your own beautiful experience. Everything that has ever happened to you was meant to shape you into like a beautiful, I don't know, I don't want to say beast creature, but a beautiful creature that has been through some stuff and that can wear that in a beautiful way, as opposed to it wasn't meant to shut you down. That's basically, it was never meant for that. It was never meant to do that. It was never meant to create blockages in your life. It was meant to be worn as a beautiful experience, the tapestry of your life. You were meant to weave that tapestry, co-create that tapestry with God and of your experience in this life, and to wear it proudly. And it's not armor. It's a tapestry. It's a lightweight, beautiful tapestry of experience. Sorry, I'm getting way too symbolic there. All right. Any last words on? No, let's pull some of these. I think that was a good place to end any advice there. Let's see where our. Oh, I got this in the first reading as well. I am kind and loving toward others while creating clear boundaries that protect my good feelings and emotions. Yes, you can still have that. Okay, just because you're taking down your armor and not like in taking down, trying to lessen the blockages to bringing in love and like relationships that are more in alignment. No, that you are, sorry. If you are bringing in relationships that do not feel in alignment with you, there is something out of alignment with you. I'm not, no fingers pointed, because we've all been there. Trust me, like I've been through, oh my gosh, countless amounts of terrible relationships. And it wasn't until I did the work that I needed to do on myself to put out that energy that it was good energy to bring something good in. So there's a real need to, I know like a lot of readers will be like, everything's going to be great and have a good day. And it's like, yeah, that's part of it. I love the positivity. That's really great. But there's also an energetic shift that needs to be made within yourself if you're wanting to bring in something beautiful too. Like you can't bring in something beautiful if you're having really terrible thoughts about yourself, or feeling it. If you think love is going to hurt you, if you are on a tarot reading right now, then you clearly are believing in energetic things and how the energy in the world works and manifestation. You probably are in alignment with all those things too. So if you have feelings that love will hurt you, then what do you think's going to come around? So the spirit really wants to convey that to you. They really want you to work through some of that too. So because it does look like there is this person over there, this person that you don't even know yet, but they're there. They're waiting until they can be magnetically pulled to you and to your chest, and without any blockage at all. There's no armor in between your heart and theirs. It's beautiful. But yeah, going back to that, sorry, you don't have to not have any protective energy. That's not it at all. That's just a reminder of that, is that you can still be protective of your heart, but you don't have to, like, going into any relationship with the expectation that it's going to hurt you ain't healthy. That ain't healthy. It ain't healthy for anybody. Because you're always going to be looking for it. You can't live like that. You can't live like that. With anything in your life, can I live like this? Including your own emotions and thoughts and feelings. And if your thoughts and feelings are telling you something horrible every single day that you wake up, and maybe a moment of like interruption in the static of negativity, then change it. Do something about it. That's not healthy. If you had like if your house was flooding, you wouldn't just ignore it, like if your house was flooding every day, if your house just floods, like that's one thing, but if you have negative thoughts about life and yourself and love that are just every day of your life, that's a house flooding every day. You need to do something. You need to not just call somebody to come out and fix it. There must be some bigger issues going on that you need to really like delve into and take a look. What's going on with the pipes, man? The pipes, there's something wrong. Maybe I need to get better pipes. All right. Let's see. I call back my power. Yes. The power of the power that you have to let go. Like there's so much power in power isn't this like I've created all these like tentacles for myself and no one will ever get me, like that seems like there's power in that. But really, what does it do? It's putting you in a box, for one. You're living in a box where nothing can get in, no one else can get in, because you're safe in there. You're safe in your little box. But what are you limiting yourself? You're limiting yourself, the universe and the other things and people that want to come in that would be so much more in alignment with who you truly are, because this isn't what your experiences are not who you truly are. They were just meant to be experienced, to gain the knowledge of the experience. That's all it ever was. and what you take from them to shape you, it should be your choice. You don't go for a ride on the roller coaster of the experience over and over. Just over, you don't have to stay on that ride. You can get off, just remember it and go, okay, cool, like, wow, that was an experience, and then move on. And there's so much power in all of that, everything that I just said. That's where true power lies. Take back that power. Do not let letting experiences shape your life is not, that is letting the experience take your power. Take back your power. Take back your power. One last angel card. I'll end this reading. What do we got? Counselor. Yeah, you'd be able to follow. Archangel Azrael, you are a natural counselor, and many people benefit from your guidance and reassurance. So, I mean, it could be that you are a counselor, but mostly I'm picking up on there. It's not easy to shed things. Sorry, I got full body chills. This confirmation. Spirit wants to remind me, stop just hammering in on this person. This person has clearly been through some stuff. So, sorry. I'll apologize. I hate to see people just suffering and in their own life experience, because it does, like, people do get lost in it. I think there is this illusion of life that we get lost in sometimes, and you can pop back out of that, but it's not as easy for some, because some have been through more crazier things and more traumatic things. I totally understand that. So Spirit really wants me to convey that they see that you've been through so much, and that you can get help with this. And maybe even just if you want, asking for help from your guides and God, and prayer is so important if you feel called to do that. But even more professional help in the material world is possibly seeing a counselor, a therapist, to work through some stuff, because if you don't know where to begin with something, that's the hardest thing, is to know where to start. And you don't even have to have a counselor or a therapist for very long, because sometimes all it takes is the first initial step of where something comes from and where I need to start to work. But like long-term counseling, great too. I'm just saying that if you're like worried about finances and stuff like that, therapy can be really expensive. But you can go a different route too. You can seek spiritual counseling from someone in the material realm, and they can help you start too, is where you start from. And sometimes that first step of where you start and where the root of something is, it'll snowball from there, and you'll be able to sort of, see it clearer, is to just find where that little piece starts. All right, pile number, am I only on 2? Is it 2 or no? This is pile number 2. Sorry, these readings have been so long today, so I'm not sure where I'm at. All right, pile number 2, that was your reading. I hope that all resonated. If it did not, please pick another pile. You could please like this video and subscribe to my channel. It really helped me grow, and I hope you have a beautiful day. Take care. Bye. Hello, pile number 3. This is your general love reading, and you chose Messenger. Serious energy, bringing harmony and balance. So, I don't know if you are currently in a relationship or potentially interested in somebody, but right now I'm getting good vibes here. Looks very, very balanced. And almost sort of like a dream come true, like, oh, finally this person has arrived, like, and yeah, there's this sort of like coming in of something really beautiful, like the sun has come up finally, and the cold winter storm can be melted away. But yeah, very beautiful. And for some, this is not all, obviously, this is a general reading, but I saw this diamond in this. I think let me pull. Do all these cards have general diamond energy? No, they don't. So potentially a diamond ring, I don't know, in the future, potentially wedding vibes, or engagement vibes. So look out for that. All right, Spirit. Oh no, let's pull from the tea leaf. Pull from my tea leaves. Let's see. What else for pile number 3 here do you want to say about their love life? Looks like really good though. Somebody that they're a very balanced person. I don't know if they're in your life already, but if you're interested in somebody, it seems like it's, oh my gosh, Spirit. Just, can you give me one, please? I feel like that was you at one point. Uh-oh. Disappointment in some affair. What's this about? Okay, I'm definitely pulling clarifiers for this. Someone going out of your life or the end. Ooh, are we pivoting here? This is... because I've got scissors and casket. Something weird. This is going to already, I can tell this is going to be a weird reading. Why, Spirit? Okay. So there's clearly been some sadness in the past. And for some, I know this sounds kind of serious, but someone from the past might have, someone that you cared for, a partner, obviously this is a love reading, might have passed on. But it doesn't have to be as serious as that. It could just be that a relationship has ended. Yeah, there's an ending. There was an ending here. But I just really needed to convey that message that for somebody could have passed away, and there's this sort of like message they want to tell you. But I'm sure that more generally speaking here for the bigger collective is that something has ended, and there's like a timeline shift here, and I see you coming out of that, coming out of this sadness and potentially calling in something new here, something beautiful. There's like something on the sun is rising here on the horizon as a new person. Let's pull from this deck. Tell me more about this situation, Spirit. 3 of Pentacles. Come on. Today they just don't. Maybe you've been waiting for somebody new. 9 of Pentacles. Yeah, there's this alone energy spinning. So I do see a lot of time spent alone, working on yourself, and maybe working on moving past this. Maybe that's advice that you might, so for some it might be advice that you need to take actually, is to spend some time alone and to work through this. But yeah, I'm seeing really almost having to like rebuild yourself after something has ended that didn't go well at all. Looks like Yeah. Not good energy, whatever this past thing is. Okay. Let's move to another one. Why is this reading feels so unclear? Tell me more, Spirit. Why does it feel so? Is it you? Is your energy just like, are you feeling confused? And Page of Cups. I do see you trying to, yeah. So, who is this? Who is this, Spirit? Who is this? Is it them? Yeah, it's them. It's you. Sorry, them. It's definitely you. So gosh, this reading is so confusing. I don't typically get so stumped like this. Let me take a moment. Okay, so it might be because it is this like message of love, and this is the messenger. So there's a disconnect going on here. There's something that you want to convey, or some type of message that wants to come through that is not, someone's not receiving it. Someone's not, it could be them too. It could go both ways, but someone wants to say something about, to convey some type of love that is just not being received. It's not being seen. It's not, they're ignoring you or you're ignoring them. Or going back to the small fraction here is if somebody has passed away, they're not, maybe you feel as though they can't hear you, or they can't receive your message, or that you can't hear them. Okay, Spirit. Pull this deck. What's the good news here, Spirit? What's the good news? I'm not even sure what Spirit is trying to say, to be honest. This one's a little all over the place. A message. Somebody. What's the message? What's the message? What's the message? There's some type of message. Messenger. Messages. Words. Coming in. Balance. Creating balance. Seeing something differently. That you need to move forward with your life, that you don't need to stay stuck here anymore. It could be that you are, I don't know, obsessing. Is that what it is? Is that maybe obsessing over talking to somebody that you're wanting to reach out to somebody, but you just need to move on because there's this new on the horizon? Yeah. Is that it, Spirit? This new, there, it's like you need to give something up to be able to receive. And what is it? What is it that you'll receive? Strength, courage, What will you receive? Lessons, a beautiful lesson. You'll be able to finally let go and release and just cry it out and get over it and move on. And then after that, though, I'm trying to give them some good news here. After that, after they do all that, then victory, amazingness, then, and I guess it's not really focusing in on what's next. There's those hands up too, the hands, the giving up of something. So it looks like Spirit really wants you to let something go that has already been done. It looks like something has ended, something has already gone bad. But what is I definitely picked up on this energy of this new, like, is that just a new potential? Okay, yes, it is. Here's something new, something, the Ace of Wands and the, that's my confirmation. Thank you, Spirit. I was getting confused because it was like, what is it? Like, I feel like it's just, it keeps saying over and over, you just let go of this person, let go. But there wasn't any, where's the next person? But I do feel like Spirit doesn't want you to focus on that. Don't focus on what's coming next. I think that's why it wasn't giving me that, that confirmation, because it doesn't want you to focus on that. It wants you to focus on just letting this go, your own inner strength, crying it out, being sad for however long it takes. That's where that message is, of building yourself up and taking some time to find your value and worth, and being alone and going within and all of that. This wanting to reach out and say something, oh, I love you or whatever. Don't do that. That's not a good idea. I don't know if this person will even receive it. You need to move forward. Stop staying stuck here. Find your, like, give something up so you can receive, and potentially, don't worry about it right now though, something new can come in. The Knight of Wands, and somebody really hot and sexy and somebody adventurous and wild and crazy. I don't know if you like that, but there's some toxic energy over here, so maybe you do. But some really passionate, fiery energy of someone coming in later on, but you don't need to focus on that right now. I don't know what the heck was going on with this reading, but Jiminy, whoa. So yeah, it does look like that if you do make those steps, if you do take those steps, that I see you on the other side here, just feeling so great about yourself. And when you feel great about yourself and you feel, powerful and like, I did that, and stronger, and like in really working through your emotions on something and your thoughts, and letting those thoughts like fly away. Bye, birdies. This is, look at all the people applaud that they're all potentials too, like, and they're all raising their hands that are coming up. Me, pick me. That's what's on the other side, is the pick me energy that will be reflected because you have chosen yourself, that will be reflected in the world around you, of everybody wanting to choose you as well. All right, let's pull some. God, man. That was like the first reading in a long time that some of my cards got mixed up here, that I've just completely like confused on. I don't know if like there's a lot of confusing energy for you right now, a lot of back and forth, but whew, that was hard to reach. And I think it too, because I tended to focus so much going back on another person, a new person. So you could really be trying to focus on, if this is ended, and you could potentially be putting way too much focus on a new relationship. And that is being advised against, for sure. Do not be focused before you've worked through stuff. you can't move on. You can't just, what is that saying? They're like, the best way to get over somebody is to get under somebody. Not good advice at all. Not good advice at all. 100% don't use that advice. It's the worst advice I've ever heard. All right. Let's pull one of these. Where do we have room even? I was called here on a mission. From here, this newness. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So don't focus on this. I know it's hard not to when I'm like about to tell you something about, let me pull, hold on. I'm going to pull one. What is this? What is this missing? The Lovers. Oh, I love it. Or wait, is that is the Lovers for sure. That's the Lovers. The Lovers. I was called here on a mission. This new person, see how this is like, this star is like sorry. This is beaming down, this new person, but it's, and see, that's that fire, that's that, see that potential that it wants to come in. And what is the mission? To love each other. Whoever this person is a soulmate that wants to come in, but do not focus on it. Do not focus on it. What you need to focus on is you building yourself up. You're working through your stuff. And if you're still focused on something that didn't work out, it is strongly advising to let that go. Heal from, let it all out. Let it all out, baby girl, baby boy, whoever you are. Let that go. Let it out, and let it out as hard and sad and emotional, and like get all just make your face all gooey wet and get gross about it. You can be sad about something, and that's the best way to move through those types of energies, is to just be really freaking sad. Not saying stay there. That is not what I am at all saying, but you don't just like bypass emotional feelings. It's just, you don't do it. That's the one way to carry that shit along with you, is to just try to push it down into yourself. And then you're like, oh, I'll just carry this around. Nah. You need to experience it and then release it and work through it with whatever mental, because this isn't just about crying about it. It's working through the thoughts and the thoughts that come up that are tormenting you. Which deck did we pull from? Okay, this one. I should put a disclaimer this video. Trust me, stay with me, because I know I'm going to sound like this isn't going anywhere, because this reading actually turned out really well. Instead of worrying about the future, yes. Oh, I love that Spirit is just saying that. I really need to convey that to you. Do not worry about something new until you work through this stuff. Work through it. Instead of worrying about the future, I know all is well when I'm aligned in the moment. I don't even need to say anything more about that, because I'm going to move on, because I'm literally be repeating myself. But Spirit wants you to know that. Stop worrying about it. Oh my gosh. How the relationship harmony. Archangel Raguel. We angels are opening the hearts of everyone involved. Arguments and conflicts are being resolved now. Relationship harmony, just create that for yourself in your life, and know that when you create that for yourself, because look, that's even harmony too. Like, isn't that our first card going back? We literally bringing harmony and balance. This is the balance, the scales here, and the giving up of something to receive something. So what you need to give up is your thoughts around something that didn't work out, because if you keep staying in that energy, that's all that's ever going to get reflected back to you. And what Spirit wants for you is for you to create relationship harmony within your life, so that can be reflected back to you. And the steps to that is to heal from this. You can't skip steps here. You cannot skip steps. It's not going to work. Trust me. There's no skip. You got to step 1, step 2, step 3, however many steps it takes, do them all. All right, pile number 3. That was your reading. I hope that all resonated. If it did not, please pick another pile. If you could please like this video and subscribe to my channel, it would really help me grow. And I hope you have a beautiful day. Bye.